guys, you're watching That Tattoo Chick. I'm like right on the edge of Clear Creek, and it's absolutely beautiful. I found a bottle while I was on my walk. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'm going to find something to do with it. I'm going to bless it in the creek and then find something to do with it. So, I thought that was cool. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was spiritual placement of tattoos. Tattoos being placed for a specific spiritual purpose. Kind of a tongue twister. Really, when it comes to placement of tattoos, it really depends on what the tattoo is, what kind of magical purpose you're wanting to work it for, and what that placement means to you. For example, I have a tattoo of a goddess on my left calf muscle. And the reason that I put that there is because, well, of course, the left side of the body being associated with the divine feminine and the right side of the body being associated with the divine masculine, that had a lot to do with it, why it went on my left. And I just haven't got the god yet. I've been meaning to get it, I just haven't gotten it yet. So, but the reason I put it on my calf is because they're the pillars that hold me up. You know, they're what I walk my path for. You know, that's how I walk my spiritual path. So it's kind of the symbolism of putting it there. You know, and as far as like the spiritual side of it goes, does it really have a magical purpose? No, but it does have a spiritual purpose. As far as magical purposes go, you know, of course, areas like the breasts, the belly, lower back tattoos for women, really those have a lot to do with fertility, kind of what that represents. You know, of course, people get like their kids' names or like their partner's names tattooed on, you know, the left side of their chest over their heart, or they'll get it on their left wrist because it's the direct vein to the heart, you know. I mean, really the symbolism of it all depends on you and how you interpret it. Nobody else can really tell you how to do that. Of course, there are some areas of the body that, you know, if you're working with for a magical purpose, it kind of be obvious, you know. So, most girls don't get lower back tattoos, you know, unless they're trying to look sexy, you know. So, of course, that would be like a fertility thing, you know. You know, people getting them on their breasts and stuff like that. That's obviously trying to make themselves appear more, you know, more sexual, you know. So that of course would be a fertility tattoo for, you know, as far as the placement goes. So I mean, it really depends on what you associate that area of your body with, I guess. I got, you know, I've got my scarecrow that says Samhain on my arm, you know. My totem animal on my arm. I feel that it gives me strength, you know, which is why I put them on my arms. I mean, it really just depends on how you interpret it. I mean, there's not really a set of rules or a set of guidelines as far as that goes. You know, it depends on the image that you're getting too. It's all about individual interpretation. But make sure that you think about it very thoroughly before you just slap something on there, you know, because, I mean, it's permanent. You got to live with it forever. And, you know, as a magical working, it should be considered a magical working that is going to be ongoing throughout your entire life. It's not like, you know, it works for a little while and then it stops, you know. I mean, it works through, it works through your whole life, you know. It's a living spell. It's in your skin, you know, and your skin is a living organism, and organ, sorry. You know, it grows, it changes, it sheds, you know, and your spell work, as far as that goes, is going to do the same thing. So you really need to think about it very carefully, and I've got some kind of insect trying to crawl up my ass, and I'm not happy about that. Don't want it. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, those are just a few things to think about when you're placing your spiritual tattoos. Another thing is that, you know, if you have a pagan tattoo artist or a pagan-friendly tattoo artist, at least, make sure they don't take any liberties with your tattoo, make any last-minute changes. I know some tattoo artists love doing that shit. But if you're trying to work it for a magical purpose, that can really muddle up, you know, what you're doing. If they throw in there, you know, if you've got a symbolism associated with like the colors that you're putting into it, and they throw in some random fucking color, like, you got to make sure that you make it clear to them that it needs to be exactly how you want it, as is. Don't make any last minute changes, because I know a lot of tattoo artists that do that. You know, and some people like that, and that's great. You know, if you like your tattoo artist to put their own flair in it, I'm guilty of the same thing, not even gonna lie. You know, as far as doing a magical working through a tattoo, it really shouldn't be done. Don't let your tattoo artist take any last minute changes or anything like that. Especially, you know, if it's for a magical working, you know. So that's a bit of advice too. Also, if they are pagan or pagan friendly, they might be okay with doing a smudging before the tattoo is actually done. You know, try sitting there and listening to meditation music or something like that while the tattoo is being done, to put yourself in the right mindset for that magical working, because I know tattoos are fucking painful, you know. Some people have a higher pain tolerance than others. Some can sit there and take tattoos all damn day long, and some are kind of, you know, they can't take it as well. So try to put yourself in the right mindset. Try to get yourself, you know, in a grounded, calm state, in a meditative state, to really focus those energies while it's going on, because ultimately it's kind of a flesh offering, you know. Same thing with piercings. You're giving up a piece of your skin, a piece of, you know, a piece of you, for this spell work. So it's really important to get yourself in the right state of mind, I guess. So anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about, kind of like touch base with all that. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that it was helpful. And merry meet, merry part, until we merry meet again. Blessed be.